So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of The Cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The Cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
Uh-huh. You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The Cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. We were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal.
There's no escape! The story will go on forever!
مرة
Words. You are in my story! You lost.
Layers upon layers. A play about a murder cult, infiltrated by a real murder cult. I needed to find the key. The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there. I was both solving the crime and creating it, as every writer did. The prop room had been changed from room 104 to room 225. The troupe were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they
225.
themselves would be sacrificed.
تو فايف. لحظة، محلول الباب هذا. ماذا يوجد هنا؟ لا يوجد شيء. فهم شيء. ما هي
I didn't have the key.
104. خرجت من هنا.
Wait. This story is hostile. These are my words. You lost the plot. This is just starting. You can't take the words.
بس عايزين نشوف اللي قدام. مش فاهم.
Shit! I'll lead you alive. Get out of the story!
Night Springs. Special place. Existing in a countless number of towns. Sometimes a hulking metropolis. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there. And yet,
باهي نرجع لها هذيك نشوف ايش فهم معنا. هكا بتاع الغاز هذيك يا اخي نستعمل فيها انا من اصله. شني شنو اخر انا عشتي كاو. اوكي يوبعد فهمت شي.
Wick. Never was your story.
It could not be opened on the side. The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play.
Okay, let's talk about. Let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He'd only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
You again.
Shit! Get away! Get away! Get the fuck away from me!
I had to reach the light to hide from the dark presence. The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker. The Muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
Wake.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Somehow it was important. Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Are I still trapped? The clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker? It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape, somehow. I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
find Alice. نخرج من هذا المكان العافية.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
اسمعني خلينا نمشي
Go to hell!
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room. I needed to get inside the manuscript.
طاقة نقرا فيه أنا ذاك.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock,
Alice's work had consumed the apartment,
the guilt,
her whole life.
fear. I could barely get out of bed. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend. One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Part 2.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Weird game.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.